Hey guys, what's up? Eric from winwiththepass.com. Thanks again for checking out the video today. We're going to look at the third and final installment of the screen game. Today we're going to look at Texas. So let's get it rolling. All right, so Texas is a lot like Jailbreak. So if you're watching this in order and you've already watched the Jailbreak module, the Jailbreak lesson, you're going to see a lot of similarities here. The difference is we are selling a run instead of a pass. So as far as the receivers, here's why I love Texas. Because to the box, to the 7 up front, it looks like a different play. But the receivers don't have to learn how to do anything different. They already know how to do this. It's the exact same steps and the exact same stuff that they do on Jailbreak. Okay, so that's really important. Okay, so if you have plays where you can have guys do the same things, I talk about this a lot in the run game as well. If you can teach skills that are transferable across different concepts, then it's less to practice and you can be way more efficient. Okay, all right, so let's look at Texas. The offensive line here and the running back and the quarterback, instead of selling drop back like we did on Jailbreak, we're going to sell outside zone. We're going to sell stretch. Okay, so if we're running Texas right, we're going to run stretch left with our offensive line, with our running back, and with our quarterback. Okay, so we're going to sell stretch. The quarterback's job is to sell the stretch fake. So he's going to ride that running back, and then he is going to get big and throw the screen. Okay, so again, we're showing the defense a run look, and then we're going to throw a screen off of it. So it's the exact opposite of what we're showing in Jailbreak. But it's the exact same thing for the receivers outside. I love that about these two screens. They attack the same area, but they do it differently by showing a different fake. Okay, so let's get to the cut-ups because that's where we can really see the separation, the timing, and what this looks like when you run at full speed. Okay, let's look at Ace Z Texas. Now before we get going, remember the Z and H and X and Y, the receivers are going to do the exact same thing that they do on Jailbreak. So their jobs don't change, which I love. It's the same skill set. You don't have to reteach it just because you're running a new screen. The job of the lineman and the backfield action is going to change. But the receivers, same path, same rules, same downhill attacking motion. Everything is constant and consistent. Okay? All right, let's start with our QB. Now, mindset-wise, I like to call Texas when it's a running situation, right? The defense is thinking we're going to run the football because we're going to sell stretch in the backfield. So we want to convince the defense that this is stretch. As opposed to Jailbreak, we want to convince them that it's a drop back throw. So we're selling stretch here, and then I teach my quarterback as soon as you get done with your stretch fake, get as much depth as possible, square your shoulders up, and deliver the football. So let's let it play one time, just so you can see the spacing of it, what it looks like. And you can see, again, we're throwing the ball about 7 yards, and we got a 45-yard gain. A lot of that's just because that kid's a great athlete and ended up being a Division I player. But the concept holds true. Even if he gets tackled here and he's not as good an athlete, we've created massive, massive windows because of the execution of the play. Okay? All right, now, let's coach the quarterback up. Let's see how he does. Sell stretch, and then look at that. Look at that big step. He gets a yard with his first step, and I love that because he's creating separation here. He's got 4 unblocked linemen bearing down on him, so we got to get depth after our stretch fake. So he gets depth. He gets his shoulder square, he gets his feet hot, delivers the football on time, downhill on the upfield shoulder. So you can't do it any better than that. That's exactly how we teach it. That's exactly what you should do on Texas. Okay, really nice job. Okay, let's coach up the Z. Now, we don't change technique depending on where we're playing. Okay, we teach the same technique to all our receivers. We're going to sell bubble for 3 steps. And what it does is it freezes this defender and gives us time to get out here with our Y and block him. Okay, so we'll talk about the Y in a second, but I want you to watch the Z, watch his steps and his timing. So 1, 2, 3, and then he takes a drop step. See that drop step right there? That drop step right there. So he can come downhill at this angle. That's the angle we want, right? Coming downhill like that, all right? Let's watch it one more time full speed. So 1, 2, 3, drop step, downhill, catch the ball, get upfield and skinny, okay? Gets skinny upfield, doesn't take it too fat, just like Jailbreak. We don't want to bust it across the field. We want to catch that ball and get vertical. Okay, let's coach up our Y because he gets mad props on this play for doing it right.
What we want to see out of our Y is you got to sort out most dangerous man. Okay, now right now, it looks like it's this guy unless the safety comes hard downhill at the snap of the ball. But right now, it's probably going to be this guy. So what we want our Y to do is come off the ball, come flat, and kick this guy out. Now the Z is going to help us by giving him three-step release move. So that freezes the defender, gets our Y out there in time to make a block. And that's really what makes this play go, is the Y sorting out the guy. See how he comes flat there? He's got him. Now he doesn't need to make a massive block. He's got him sealed off, and we got our window. Okay? So really nice job there. All right, now let's coach up our linemen here. Our job is to self-stretch, right? So the lineman and the running back have to make this look like stretch. I want you guys to see what Texas can do to a defense. Watch this middle linebacker, okay? Watch this guy react to what he sees in front of him. Check this out. This is why Texas is a beautiful play. The linebacker takes himself out of the play, right? If he doesn't read stretch here, he is going to be sitting right there to make a tackle. Now, we'll still have a decent play, but he's sitting right there to make a tackle. But by reading stretch, he runs himself out of the play, and we come back underneath him with our Z, okay? All right, next thing I want to notice about the linemen, notice how they release flat. So they self-stretch for 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. Then they come back flat, trying to kick the first defender out. And then the next guy should turn up field and go get a safety or this safety here, okay, or an outside back or something like that. Once they kick out the first defender, they're supposed to turn up and get vertical. So I'm going to brag a second on our center. Watch our center as this play progresses. So he comes out, he comes flat, he turns up. Can't quite get that guy, but we're going to chase our guy to the end zone. We're going to keep going. There's our center right there running all the way down the field and scoring with our Z, right? We love that. Get the lineman out there and run it. And, you know, an old joke that I've heard at clinics and whatnot is when you run screens, your linemen have a chance to be in the paper, right? Because we're snapping a photo, right? We're snapping a photo like right there. You see the flash? Bam. So now our lineman can get on the front page of the paper too. So that's always fun, right? So get your lineman out there. Get them flat, and then teach them to turn up the field once they kick out that first defender. All right, so there's a look at Ace Z Texas. I'll let it play one more time from the beginning. The Z does a great job. The quarterback does a great job. The linemen do a great job. And most of all, the Y gets a great block, and we got a huge play. All right, another example. This time we're throwing it to our X. We're going to go Ace X Texas. This is a little bit easier for a right-handed quarterback because we're going to be throwing, obviously, our shoulders are already open. So we're going to self-stretch this way. We're going to get depth, and then we're going to deliver the football to our X. All right, so let's start with our QB. Let's see how he does. Does a great job of selling stretch, gets depth, delivers the ball on the upfield shoulder. I love all of our linemen downfield here running, and I love how skinny the X got. So let's go look at that again. And let's see why we had some success here. All right, great job by the QB, like I said, a sell and stretch. The linemen do a great job of selling it. The linebacker, watch 55 here. 55 is chasing the stretch play, right? Oh, sorry, yep, that's the reason you got blocked, man, because you chased the stretch play. All right, so you got to do a great job of teaching your lineman to sell it and teaching your QB and your running back to sell it. Then remember that first step, we got to get depth, create separation, get our shoulders square, get our feet hot, deliver the ball with touch on the upfield shoulder. See that little jump pass? That's beautiful. Just a little loft pass right over top of the lineman. Get the ball to your guy in space. Okay? All right. See if the X does a good job. Obviously, he does a good job with the football. See if he sells his bubble. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. He bubbles back probably a step further than he needed to. He just needs to go kind of like this and then one step backwards and come downhill. But I can tell that he's doing what I coached him to do, which is once you do your 3, you come back, you bubble, and then you come downhill. So he's trying to do it. He might have done it 1 too many steps, but he's trying to do what we talk about, okay? All right, our H receiver does a great job. Now remember the last cut up we looked at, this was our most dangerous guy because he was sitting in press and they were off here. Well, this is a different defensive look. So now our most dangerous man is our number 2 defender, our outside backer right here, okay? So the H does a good job of deciphering most dangerous and getting a block on the most dangerous guy. So we don't even end up blocking the corner here, okay, until we get a lineman out to him late. All right, and he actually ends up forcing our guy out of bounds, but it's 35 yards down the field. Great job by the H of identifying who the most dangerous guy was. Okay, one more look. Great job by the lineman coming flat. Look at that. That's the window we want. Okay, that right there, that wall of offensive players is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, let me make one more coaching point here. Your backside tackle is most likely not going to be able to take 3 steps this way on his stretch fake and then actually still get flat and get into the play. So what we like to teach him to do is look for a peel back block. Sometimes a defensive lineman will recognize screen and then retrace and make the play, 2 or 3 yards down the field. So that's the guy we want to pick up with our backside tackle. All right, so watch our backside tackle here. Look for that peel back block. See how he's looking right there for the retrace? And he gets one. That guy's not in the play either, but that's the guy we're looking for. Okay, if he peels off and tries to, get back into the play, one of those guys, that's the guy we're looking for. Okay. All right, so great job. There's another look at Texas. It's a great screen. You got to get it into your playbook. It really takes advantage of the defense.
All right, guys, so that's a look at Texas. And again, you can call that out of so many different formations, right? Check out your screen playbook. There's a million different nuances, ways to run this. You can run trips right, H Texas, Y Texas, Z Texas, Ace, X Texas. There's a lot of ways to run this route to get the ball to your athletes in space, to stretch the defense, and to keep the defense honest. All right, so that wraps it up for the screen game. Again, it's really simple. We don't have a million screens. We just run them a lot. We throw them to different guys, and we practice the heck out of them so we get really good at them. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the module on the screen game. Again, if you have questions, feel free to email me at eric@winwiththepass.com, and I will see you guys next time.